So Cristiano Ronaldo and his partner earlier announced that they're going to be having a set of twins. Another set of twins for Cristiano Ronaldo. That brother might not be scoring, on the football pitch. Maybe his goals might have dried up in the Premier League. But in the other room, my guy still knows how to score the goals. Congratulations to Cristiano Ronaldo and his partner, and we're hoping that probably they'll get to produce a football team for us in the future. You're welcome to another episode of Strictly Sports. My name is Johnbinho, the hard tackling and the super dynamic midfield master, a combination of Macaria and Javi N'Golo Kante and Pedro intensity and tenacity, craftiness and guile. And today something interesting we'll be talking about. I spoke about Manchester United the other episode. This time around, we'll be going deeper into that. We'll be talking about the Premier League as well and the Fantasy Premier League. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back very quickly. I am not alone today. I've got KB and I've got Akachukwu with me. Together, we're going to be talking about Manchester United game. I know I spoke about them in the last episode, but this time around, I want to talk about what is wrong with Manchester United. It's just so much. So let me just open up the floor very quickly. Akachukwu, oh boy.
Yeah, Joe, nice to be on the show once again. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How you doing, man?
I'm perfect, guy. I'm perfect. You can imagine why I'm perfect.
Yeah, I know. Your team won by 5 goals to nil. Not against Stoke City.
Against Manchester United, bro. Manchester United. Anyways, I don't even know why I'm calling the name with so much weight. They're shit right now. They don't mean much anymore. Surprisingly, because at the beginning of the season, everybody thought they were up there. Manchester United, City, Chelsea, Liverpool. Even I myself have come. And it hasn't really changed. They have the quality to be there, but before we were saying we don't know now we know what's wrong. The problem is Solskjaer. I don't even know. Half of me is sad for Manchester United because this is a very big club, and obviously Ronaldo is there. I love Ronaldo, so I'm sad that Ronaldo is doing so poorly after I backed him up to score 30 goals this season. But the other half of me is, okay, this is great. They're my greatest rivals. I don't care about them. I hope they continue to do poorly. KB, what do you think about Man
U? So far, I think I've been able to pinpoint some certain areas where Man needs to improve. And I think the defensive department has been really poor. Maybe this is due to the fact that Varane has been absent, but they still have other people on the bench. I know a lot of people are blaming Solskjaer. They've put on the blame on Solskjaer, but looking at it from a very objective point of view, you can't really blame Solskjaer. The players at his disposal, although he has a pool of players at his disposal, but the ones he's selecting, which are most probably going to be starters, they are not really turning up for him. And then I think Man is riding on name past glory over what they're actually doing on the pitch, over the quality of players. Perhaps maybe they're not even playing as a team. You watch Paul Pogba before Cristiano Ronaldo came, he had about 7 assists in 3-4 games. When Ronaldo came, I don't know, maybe he started feeling dropping down the pecking order. Things have not been going well for him.
No, I think a couple of his assists were in the game Ronaldo played.
Yeah,
a couple of his assists. The game that.
But that's the last time. Ronaldo's first game was the last time he gave an assist,
and that should be against Newcastle.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong. To Lingard. So when you look at it, you know a lot of things have been wrong this season. It looks like they actually have a pool of players, but even the squad depth is kind of tricky. When you look at it, Luke Shaw, if you are taking out Luke Shaw, why are you putting back into the pitch?
Tell us, bro. I will completely disagree with you.
But
if you want to call, what do you say?
Roberto Carlos. Now I thought that was the new name that they gave to you,
bro. I am never going to agree that Man, you don't have squad depth. Man, you have a very, very, very good squad on paper. In fact, if you want to compare Man's squad on paper with the rest of the top 4, it's up there. In fact, you can even say you can have an argument for it being better than Chelsea, or it being Liverpool, Manchester United.
Akachukwu,
it
has been established that the game of football, the game of soccer, is not a one-man game. It's a team sport.
It's a team sport, but
You
then
have to
that's
play-
why I would have a problem with you telling me that it's not Solskjaer's fault, or you don't
This
agree that it's
is
Solskjaer's
it.
fault.
No matter how much the game of soccer is a team sport, if you don't play as a cohesive unit, you are definitely not going to get results. When they say the special players, the very good players, the world class players, they give you results, it means most probably the team is playing well, but they need just that extra bit of excellence. And those people turn up and they give you what they're supposed to give you. The team is not playing as a cohesive unit right now. I even heard that De Gea was trying to settle a quarrel between Cristiano Ronaldo and Mason Greenwood, which isn't supposed to be happening in the world of football.
Bro, like
You blame
say
the
they're not
manager.
playing- Yeah, because you say they are not playing as a cohesive unit.
As
It's
a
down
cohesive
to
unit,
the
it's
manager.
that.
Like, look at how Chelsea play. It's down to Tuchel, all that organization and all that. It's down to Tuchel. Like,
Okay,
you can't say it's not the manager's fault. They are not playing as a cohesive unit. Okay, who fixes that? The manager should clearly see that. The manager should see that Cristiano Ronaldo and Greenwood are not, like, they are not compatible. They don't play well together. It's down to the
Simple.
manager. So, mind you, in some cases, I feel like why is he playing Mason Greenwood? Play your best players. Your best player on the right wing is Jadon Sancho. I do not understand. Just
that's
play
really
Sancho. How
debatable.
can you start
That
Mason
is-
Greenwood?
That is really
Like,
debatable.
I understand he's one of your stars for the future. I understand that. I understand if he's a first team player, but he has started your 9 league games. He's not a key player. Mason Greenwood cannot be a key player for a serious title contending Manchester United team.
Because Jadon Sancho has played a couple of matches this season and he has failed to live up to expectations.
do you mean?
007.
I agree.
He has failed to live up to expectations. Now the thing is, you want to get results, right? A team has to play a certain way, right? And the players have to fit into the system, right? Solskjaer perhaps this season wants to play as an attacking team. As an attacking team, a team that wants to dominate, you need pressing forwards. Cristiano Ronaldo, we saw the numbers. I'm pretty sure you have seen the stats. He has the least stats when it comes to pressing the opponents. Do you
But
want
he's
Ronaldo
pressing in the room. He's pressing in the other room.
Apparently he's pressing in the room. I don't care about that. I'm not a fan of Manchester United, so I want them to go down. But when we are having these conversations, we have to be honest with ourselves. Do you understand?
So you're
Please,
trying to
I'm-
tell
I'm-
me Solskjaer's fault.
It is partly the coach's fault. You have to understand it.
It's either his fault or it's not.
No. Football is not like that. You people just attribute blames to somebody. No, it's not done that way. You look at what the coach is doing and also look at what the players are doing. Cristiano Ronaldo is regarded as one of the greatest players of all time. Look at his performance so far in the last 4-5
After
matches.
Pele and Messi.
After
Look at this
Pele.
performance so far.
After God.
No, let's not deviate from the main point of conversation here, please. Now, Solskjaer, I would prefer to see a lineup having Rashford, Greenwood, and Jadon Sancho in the front.
Are you
dropping
joking?
Cristiano Ronaldo? Yes.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking. Drop Cristiano Ronaldo. Watch what is going to happen. You don't force. Cristiano Ronaldo has never been a striker.
KB.
He has never been a striker.
KB.
Now the problem is,
KB.
we have to be objective
Cristiano
here.
Ronaldo has 795 goals.
Yeah. Past glory.
Did I say 795?
Do you want to bring past glory to come and play the football match now? No.
Did I say 795? Yeah, he has 795.
Yes, quite
He
right.
will drop-
It is not debatable. He's a very, very great player. Nobody's arguing that one. But we are talking about what's happening presently. Do you want to keep someone that has 795 goals on the pitch and then let
Luxembourg.
coach get sacked? Or do you want to bench him and get results for your team? You have to choose one.
But like, the first rule of football, in my opinion, is like, as a manager, you have to get your best players on the pitch. You can't leave Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench. Mason Greenwood, as good as he is, like, it's so hard for me to say Mason Greenwood is good because his only skill, the only thing he's exceptional at as a forward is shooting. You can't just be exceptional as a forward. You can't dribble. You can't. You're not even a really good poacher. He's not a poacher per se. He just knows how to shoot. He can't pass the ball. I don't think that's good enough. Admittedly, he can improve. He's young. He's very, very young. He has a lot of room to improve. So when I say drop Greenwood, I don't mean don't play Greenwood for 1 month. I mean start him in a few games. But your starting front three should be Sancho, Ronaldo, and Rashford. These are your 3 best forwards. There's no debate about that. These are your 3 best forwards. There's no.
What about
there's
Ice
no,
Cold? What about Ice
What about
Cold? The boy with
Ice
the
Cold.
gloves. Ice Cold.
Ice Cold.
Are you talking about Anthony Martial?
He's not a professional footballer.
Of course.
The fact that Manchester United still have him as their player signifies the fact that they are not a serious club. And then someone was asking me that day that why is Mata still a Manchester United player, bro? Like, I really don't understand. So the thing is, if the Manchester United manager, like, I would never bench Ronaldo. I think the problem is the team.
Okay, we've been talking about the attack of Manchester United, when the major problem to me has to be the defense. I think since this guy stole Ian Acho's slippers, he has been hunting. Why are my slippers? So what's wrong with Manchester United? Why would they give that guy captain? Why?
Bro, I mean, shocked as you are. That, I mean, I don't want to say he doesn't deserve to be Manchester United defender, but he should be like 3rd choice or 4th choice. But he doesn't. Not to talk of making him the captain and making him the leader of your team and your defense. Like, that's just a recipe for disaster. And it was going to catch up with them sooner or later, and it's catching up with them now. The guy no good, sure. That's all I can say. The guy no good.
Well, actually, I think it was a total bad decision to make Harry Maguire Manchester United.
I thought he lost Solskjaer.
Actually, it's not logical in any way. I don't see any rationality in that. But, well, I don't know what the coach. Maybe he did that because of the money they bought him.
It's just the English thing. Like that English factor.
But I don't understand why you make Harry Maguire the captain. They are suitable candidates. They are better candidates there for the captainship place. So I don't know why he did that. And then if you look at the defense, I think Luke Shaw not been on form, because Luke Shaw, we all know, is a very good defender, is a very good all-round player, is a very good all-round fullback. He can play as a left back, a fullback, and he can play as a wing back. He's very good. So I think him not being on form, and then Harry Maguire, we know there's limits which he can do, and then the absence of Rafael Varane, because Varane in that defense would have made a lot of difference, but Varane has been on injury. He's injured. He was injured.
But when he was there, now why you push out Varane?
It's not like they were not keeping clean sheets, John. They were not keeping clean sheets, but they were doing okay. So they conceded a goal or 2 here, but like they are fine basically, bro. They've conceded 9 goals in 2 games. John, that's Norwich territory. That's straight up to relegation territory. 9 goals in 2 games. You cannot do that.
No, it's very, very bad. And then the coach too is fixated on some certain players. I don't understand why he keeps on. It doesn't give Diego Dalot a chance. It doesn't give what's this left back's name? This other guy.
There's a guy that has.
It doesn't tell us.
But Dalot played in Champions League and he didn't really make any.
Well, you played him for the first time in like how many matches against a very tough team? What do you expect to happen?
Who is a very tough team?
Who did they play? Villarreal. Villarreal is a tough team. Didn't they play in the Europa League final last season?
So you're not good enough to play against Villarreal.
Coming to play against Villarreal, your first match in how many matches? You have to consider that a lot. There's this thing called match fitness. You build fitness towards the match.
Personally, I think Dalot is good enough. I
feel he should play more, but you're not even giving him a chance.
I cannot fault Solskjaer in any way for not playing him, because he gave him a chance here, and this is what he did.
In just a match.
It's professional football. You're playing at the topmost level of football. Nobody's going to give you that time.
Having not played for how many matches, even as a sub, you have to understand all these things. It doesn't work that way. And then
speaking of Man U and Man U being relegation candidates, like, so Norwich have come up 5 times and they've been relegated 5 times. I don't get what the aim and objective of their owners are, but like, why do they not even try to stay up? It's very, very annoying and disgusting. Like, how can you come up and they've scored 2 goals in 9 games?
Well,
what's the plan?
The Premier League is very difficult.
Maybe the plan is to break Derby County's record. I think that's what they are going for.
I'm sure they are.
You have to consider a lot of things. Now, consider the quality of the team. to the quality of teams they are playing against.
You have money, go and buy players. Okay, and then what shocks me the most? Wait, do you know what shocks me the most? When they go down to championship, they'll go and win it. Like, how do they even do that? They'll beat everybody. They'll win it. They won't even carry second, or they won't come up through playoffs.
That's
they'll
why
win
championship is a different tier of football compared to the English Premier League. There are two different things. The difficulty there is different.
Yeah, but like Norwich were a better team than Brentford and Watford in the championship.
But Brentford, the thing about Brentford operates with data. The Brentford is a data-driven team, and I think it has worked for them. You know the way we use XG, expect goals.
No, they were always going to do better. Like, they were always going to do better. I mean, I've been following them for like 2-3 years. Even when Dean Smith was their manager, like, their brand of football has been really good. So you could always see that if they come up, they're a very competitive team. They're not like Norwich, obviously. But like, if you had to pick 3 teams so far as relegation candidates that would go down, who are the 3 teams you'd pick?
Well, definitely select Norwich. They are the
Obviously,
candidates.
everybody will select Norwich.
And I think Newcastle getting a new owner is a very good thing for them. But so far, I can't see them just miraculously start performing. I think they will struggle too unless they find a very, very quick and immediate solution to their problems. So yes, they're also in relegation zone for me. Hopefully, it will change because of their new owners and the money they're pumping into it. And I haven't actually thought of the last team.
John, who would you pick?
It would have been Watford, but Ranieri, I think it looks like someone that
Watford too. Watford. They need to start getting immediate results, like in the next 2-3 matches. It's not about the person they are signing. You can sign the best coach in the world, and if you don't get results, it will end brutal for you.
You start getting results.
That's true.
Watford have a team to get results. They have the stability in their team to actually get results. So they are going to do.
Yeah,
they are going to. But I think the best for me, the team that's impressed me besides Brentford, has been Brighton. You know, Brighton have been out East Bissouma for a while, and I think I've forgotten the other players as well. 2 of their major midfielders, if I'm not mistaken, and they've been playing fantastically well. So to show you that they don't actually play, to suit a particular player, they have a style of play that whoever is on the time will deliver because of their system of play. But they've been really doing well. Last season they were one of the best teams in terms of expected points.
Yeah, actually all the data, like they underperformed all their data.
Yes, and right now they are
all their data. Yeah.
So let's see if they can maintain that momentum, because it's not just
I agree with you.
Okay,
I think Brighton have always been a good team. I think Graham Potter, if I had to pick, I'd say Graham Potter is the best English manager in the game right now. But Brighton, they have good players. They have a very good system. Potter's system is extremely good. It's defensively efficient. So the only problem they've ever had was maybe scoring goals going forward. But they are never going to concede a lot. They are going to hold possession a lot. They have a very, very good possession-based team. They'll hold possession. Even if they play against City, they'll hold possession, or they'll get enough possession. Yeah, and they'll create chances. So the thing is, they've just never been able to get that goal scorer, I guess. That goal scorer. But Mopé has started well this season, and then they get some goals from midfield. So I think they'll be fine. But I don't think they'd be fine to the point of challenging the top 7. They started really well. They started really well. But I think they will drop eventually to like mid-table. They're around the same area with Brentford, around the same area with Aston Villa would be one that have been doing poorly, but like Aston Villa, I would back them to still finish mid-table. To be honest, I would back them to finish mid-table. And the 3 teams that tipped for relegation, Norwich, first of all. After Norwich, like you said, a few weeks ago, I would have picked Watford, but Ranieri is there now, and we've already seen results, so I wouldn't pick them anymore. I'm torn between, I don't want to say Burnley and Leeds, but I think one of Burnley or Leeds will get relegated, to be very honest.
I think Leeds are tired. the players are tired. They've played Bielsa ball
Yeah,
so much.
but you also have to consider that they've had so many injuries this season.
Yes,
At the
that's what I'm
point, they
saying.
had 5 centre backs out. Like, how can you have 5
Yes.
centre backs out?
That is what
Nobody
happens when you're
survives
playing.
that.
You need a very
Yeah.
large Chelsea squad, for
Yeah,
example, that
yeah.
can play
And
anybody
then-
and at least a
Yeah.
decent result.
Yeah, and then Bamford. Bamford is a very, very, very big miss for them. Very,
Yes.
very, like, you definitely miss
It's an
goals.
integral part of
So,
the team.
so the thing is, Leeds are another team that play well. Their game is based on confidence. So as they are losing matches or as they are not getting results, that confidence is dropping. So when you see them, if they are in this sort of position going into January, end of January, you can see them struggling. And they do they have that mettle to like survive a relegation fight? So I would say Newcastle, I don't think they would be there. In January, I think they'd spend some money. I think they get a good enough coach. So I don't think they'd be there. Leeds, Burnley, surprisingly, Burnley, but I don't know.
Burnley also they always have a way of getting out.
They always have a way and they always start badly. That's why I wouldn't really say Burnley might be relegated. I don't think they will be relegated. But they are there and thereabouts. Then Watford, obviously. Aston Villa would be fine. Crystal Palace are really okay. Brentford, all those teams are really good. But the Premier this season is really interesting anyways. Apart from Norwich, like everything is up for grabs. The league itself is up for grabs. We don't know who's going to win it. The European places are up for grabs. Although if Manchester United step up, maybe get a new manager, you'd say the top 4 would end up as the top 4. But like 5th place, there's Leicester, Spurs, and Arsenal competing for 5th place. Maybe West Ham too. West Ham are really good.
Well, I feel the most interesting is to be the race for the
second best right now after Chelsea.
Yeah, that's true.
Then second best what?
London club right now after Chelsea.
London club. Like, wow, that's a very small sample space. Okay, maybe
no,
not
it's not small because that
space.
sample space has I think Brentford, if I'm not mistaken, it has Tottenham, it has Arsenal. You have Arsenal,
it has
Crystal
Palace. That's like 7 to 8 teams. Yeah.
Teams.
No, like they are really good. They are really good. I'm very, very impressed with Moyes. And they knocked out City in the cup just yesterday or 2 days back.
Yes, which brings us to the FPL actually. So because many people are looking at the teams and the team in form will determine the kind of player you would get. A team solid in defense would mean, okay, go for their defenders, and a team solid in midfield or attack, okay, let's go for these attackers. These midfielders will give us points and all. Everyone that is going into West Ham is going to either get Vladimir Sufa or Aaron Cresswell, or they'll go on to get Michael Antonio because he's the one who gets the goals for them. If you're going to City, you're kind of confused because City can tinker at any point in time. You're going to
I think where you'll be most assured is going to Chelsea. Chelsea, they have like a very good structure.
But Chelsea is the goalkeeper that's the best option. You pick Mendy.
In defense. But then there's another player that is a very good option that you are sure he will almost always play, and that's Mason Mount. Mason Mount is
but for returns, we're talking about returns here. Returns, it is Mendy. As far as Chelsea is concerned, for returns, because it's like going to Liverpool, for example. If you're not picking Alisson, if you're not picking Trent Alexander-Arnold or Van Dijk, go all the way to the attack and just pick Salah, captain him, then throw your phone somewhere and go and sleep.
Chelsea, I don't know. Chelsea, I just got. I agree with KB. I just got Mendy. I got Mendy a few weeks ago, and he'd be there like throughout the season for me because I think Chelsea would undoubtedly have like the most clean sheet. So I'd rather just have him there. Chelsea's other assets too are very, very tricky. Like, who do you pick? You can't say if you pick Reece James, you have to deal with the rotation risk. If you deal with rotation, If you pick Chilwell would be maybe the most assured, but there's always that threat of he might get rotated for Alonso. Rudiger would maybe be the most solid pick, but he's kind of pick that you'd say is a boring pick. You don't expect him to return a lot. He returns 6 points most times.
Just consistent.
And then going forward, you can't. Mount was rested, was benched a bit before he got injured. I think against Spurs he came off at halftime. So he hasn't.
Yes.
It's not like he has had the best of seasons. So like
He hasn't
not
in terms of
sure.
return. No.
Havertz,
He's
who
doing
should
Dirty
be
work, and FPL doesn't look at dirty work. If not, Kante
Yeah,
would be the most valuable asset.
yeah. Havertz is just a waste of space. Like he was
Yeah,
the
he-
only player that didn't get a return last week in that Chelsea starting
Yeah,
11. Was literally the only player who didn't get a return. I don't know. I would never pick Havertz, though. I would never get him into my team personally, because I thought about getting him last week because everyone knew Lukaku was injured and Chelsea were playing now. So who would you back? You would back Havertz, who should be playing as the most forward player. But then I looked at his history last season. He played a lot and he was poor. He didn't score a lot of goals. This season too, he hasn't done a lot. He only scored against Liverpool. So I don't really think he's a good FPL asset. I was either rather going to pick Mount or Reece James and bring them into my team, but that would have meant I had to take a hit, and I wasn't prepared to do that. In hindsight, I regret it, but I think I made the right choice. But anyways, that's that for Chelsea. So like Chelsea team, I don't think Chelsea would be my go-to team. Man City and Liverpool would be my go-to teams. City have so many options, though you still have to be careful of Pep Relay. But I went with Cancelo about 3-4 weeks ago, and I think I'd keep him in my team. Diaz should still be a good pick.
Yes, good pick.
Attacking wise,
Even Ederson is a good pick.
yeah, that's a good pick. I read somewhere that Man City were defensively, by defensive stats, they're the best team in Europe. But I don't know how true that is. But they'd keep a lot of clean sheets. That's the point. Going forward, KDB, surprisingly, I don't know when in the game he has had such a low ownership. He's a differential. He just has about 4% ownership.
Too expensive.
Yeah, he's expensive, but like if he plays, he would bring you returns. The problem is, does he play a lot? Bernardo is in the form of his life. Foden looks like City's top player right now. He's one of their key players.
Right,
so
yeah,
I'm even thinking about bringing him in this week. I'll probably bring, I don't know, either this week or next week. But attacking wise, like Foden would be the top City assets for me. Definitely. Liverpool, just Salah. Like, as at Monday, about 32.7% of managers did not own Mo Salah. Why? I can't wrap my head around it. How do you play the game and you don't own Mo Salah? Are you intentionally trying to be bad? How do you know?
Yeah,
own Mo Salah?
they are trying to take the footsteps of their all father, Ata Peter.
How do you not own Mo Salah? Even Peter owns Mo Salah, and he's really bad. So, man. Yeah, man, FPL can be tiring, you know. Before Salah scored those five, had those 3 goals, my team was shit. Like literally, I had like 24 points going into Sunday. So the Salah 3 goals, the Arnold clean sheet and assist, and then Antonio goal saved my game week. Salah saved almost everybody's game week. In fact, last week was
Only
really,
one man for 14 points.
only one
Almost
man,
15 points. One man.
only one man, bro. Only one man. Are you making any transfer this week?
Who did I even bring in? I can't even remember who I brought in because I had only just one transfer, so I couldn't do much. I brought in Antonio. I just remembered. I brought in Antonio.
You haven't had Antonio all this while. Who did you sell?
Because I wasn't able to do the transfer for a bit because I don't like taking a hit when it comes to negative points. I cannot be giving somebody something he hasn't given me. I would like to be taking my number. But if you had a look at
I carry
not score. So weekend, Bruno expensive. Couldn't even get an assist against Liverpool.
Yeah, you still have Bruno. Do you still have Bruno?
Yes, I'm going to sell him. Like I said, I can't take a hit, so I'm going to sell Bruno.
You're a brave man.
I'll sell
Very
Bruno soon,
brave
and then
man.
I'll get 2 midfielders who will give me returns. I'll sell Bruno.
You could
I'll
think
go for
about getting. Think about getting Sadio Mane because among midfielders, he's still third for like the most expected goals without penalties, goal involvement without penalties.
penalties.
He's expensive, but obviously Liverpool attack are the best attack in the league
Better than
statistically.
right now because Manchester United they are still allowing DNA to lead the way for them. DNA don't blind them.
Please, let's not even talk about Man U. I shouldn't even talk about that club. They are not a serious club.
A serious
They are
club.
a comedy
So,
club.
so who are you expecting a big performance from, so that we can round up?
Vardy. It's Arsenal. So as much as Arsenal are in good form, Vardy. I was glad to hear Brendan Rodgers say today that Vardy trained, so he's fit and he's starting. He came off last week at halftime, disastrous.
Yeah.
Got 1 point, but like he's fit, and I was glad. I was hoping he was going to be fit because Arsenal at home is always a good fixture for Vardy. Almost always a good fixture for Vardy. So I would back Vardy to have a performance. I'm also looking at getting Foden. They're at home to Palace. As much as Palace are greatly improved this season, Palace at home always be a good fixture for City. So like I'm thinking about it, but I expect Foden to really do well. Defensively, Chelsea, obviously they are playing Newcastle, so probably Chilwell. He was rested in the League Cup, so I think he'd start this game. I'm not saying he has scored 3 goals in the last 3 games in the Premier League, but I'm not saying he'll carry on. But I would definitely tip him to get a clean sheet and maybe an attacking return. So those are players I would tip for this week. Also, Tony scored in the League Cup and he's just starting an extremely nice run of fixtures. So I'd back him to get a few goals in the next few weeks. I'd back him to score at home to Burnley this week.
Absolutely. I'm expecting something from him.
I'm hoping Rafinha plays. Rafinha is at home to Norwich, and the thing with right wingers or right players playing on the right against Norwich this season, I'm banging. Yeah. So I'm backing Rafinha. I'm backing Rafinha to do well against Norwich. This week should be a good week for me. I hope it's a bad week for every other person, but
every other person. All right, it's been wonderful. Actually, we've spent a very long time talking about Manchester United, the English Premier League, and the Fantasy Premier League. It's been a wonderful time, KB and Akachukwu. Thank you very much for being on this episode today.
Yeah, thank you. It was fun.
Thank you very much. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, sure. Sunday we'll be talking about Barcelona now.
Yeah, we need to talk about Barcelona. Thank God, KB is here. We need to talk about Barcelona.
Yeah, it's even going to be it's going to be longer than this one because we're going to spend a lot of time talking about that one.
Yeah. All right, have a good night.
Yeah, it's been wonderful, and thank you very much for staying with us up until this very moment. His name is Akachukwu, and the other voice, the voice of KB. Johnbinho is my name. Don't forget to spread kindness around wherever you find yourself. Bye for now.